Yo, what's up, guys? This is TiensiNoAkuma here with another Katarina game. Of course, again, as you can see here, new visuals, which means a new cat. So, let's begin. This is actually quite a really interesting game. I think you guys will really enjoy it. So starting off, as you can see here, they're all grouped up. Actually, I'm gonna turn off the vision thing for us. There we go. So now we know this will be easier for me to explain when things happen because I don't have full vision. Whatever. Anyways, so we have an Amumu. We have a Zingy on jungle, Amumu, and a Zingy is actually really well known for jungle Amumu. He used jungle Amumu to get to rank 1, but of course this is before Amumu got nerfed. Amumu actually got his AP ratios reduced, but I think they reduced the mana cost on his E in return, which is actually pretty nice because I jungle Amumu too, and he's actually really powerful. If you go AP on him, it's just ridiculous. His damage output is just ridiculous. So I think that nerf on his ratios was needed. But anywho, let's begin. This is more on new cat since that's what you guys care about. So you can see here, I take Q first. One thing that I do is as we go into lane, when I hit level 2, I either choose to get E or W based on what the enemy jungle is. By the way, as you can see here, I noticed that V-Teen came from this part, which meant that she definitely leashed for blue. So that means the enemy starting at blue. The enemy jungler is, I can't pull up tab, but it is Lee Sin. It's definitely Lee Sin. I can't see the smite image. Anyways, Lee Sin is jungling, and since Lee Sin Lee Sin is a little bit more. Actually, what I get on level 2 depends on the jungler. Primarily, if the jungler is able to have successful level 2 ganks, or depending on how hard the enemy is pushing. For example, right now she's pushing quite hard because a lot of her skills are AoE, so she's gonna naturally push as Diana. So I don't need to worry about getting ganks, so I don't need to get an E. I can get my W to help me farm better. Katarina has a lot of problems early game, and that includes farming as well. Late game, her farming power is ridiculous, but early game, her ratios are just terrible. By the way, they swapped lanes. We knew that they were going to swap lanes. That bot lane was going to go top and top was going to go bot, but because we foresaw that, we swapped lanes, and because of that, Janna got an advantage over them. Like, Janna has definitely a better 1v2 advantage than Priven does, since Janna has AoE. Oh geez, AoE damage. See, look at this. Like, look at my damage output. It's just so low. Like, I don't do anything. There we go. First blood. Great. Awesome. That's like I said, Katarina is really weak early game, and that affects not only her ability to deal damage to your enemy, but also to farm as well. As you can see here, her Q at level 1 does 50 damage on the first hit. W does 40, and her Shimbo does 40 as well. And that's terrible. Like, there's absolutely, like, her skills deal less damage than her basic attacks. Like, I will have an easier time auto-attacking than I do casting my spells to get the last hit. It's kind of sad. Brilliant. Like, for example, look at Lee Sin's Q. It's also 50, but it's easy to use. You hit Q, and then you hit Q again, and that's a free 100 damage right there, just from his Q. His E does 95 damage. That's level 2. I can't really say that. Level 1 bandage toss, 80 damage. Janna, let's not use Janna. Let's use Force Phosphorus Bomb. It's at level 2. Just either way, just Katarina's just starting out damage is just so weak. If you want to know what the best time is for Katarina to start being a little bit more aggressive, I like to be a little bit more aggressive at level 4, but you personally, like, that's only because I understand how Cat works, in the sense that, like, I know when I can go in and fight the enemy and not take as much damage in return. But the best time for Katarina to actually fight, when she actually gets that extra, like, when you can notice that her damage is higher than normal, is when she hits level 8. So before you hit level 8, you're going to be extremely weak, and the only thing you should do is just last hit and farm. As you can see, I had to blow my flash. There's absolutely no way I could have gotten out of that. I didn't have anything to Shimpo onto. But either way, just trying to farm. It's really hard to farm on under the turret now too, because I don't have to get I can't get 80 anymore. It's not worth getting 80 on Katarina. So just farming on the turret is just really difficult now for me. Eventually I'll probably get used to it, but for now, while Katarina has such a weak early game, it's really difficult to farm pre-level 8. And also, by the time you hit level 8, you'll actually have legitimate items. Right now, I only have an ability tome. I was going to say something. Oh yeah, Diana counters Katarina, unfortunately. She just does so much more damage, and like Katarina can't outtrade Diana. Diana's passive gives her extra damage and attack speed, so you can't auto-attack trade, especially now that Katarina, by the way, I saw Lisa in here, so I just like, oh, I'm just going to sit here and not even going to walk in. But, again, Katarina can't physically out-trade Diana, and also Diana's Q hits like a truck. Look at that, 170 damage at level 3. What is my Q at level 3? By the way, I max Q first. 120. Her Q does 50 more damage than my Q does. Okay, and of course I'm not including the second hit. And even if I do include it, it's 165 to her 170. And think of it this way: my Q is limited to 5 damage, to 5 targets. It's 5 targets with my Q. Her ult has no limitations. It will deal 170 damage to every single target that it gets hit with. Me, on the other hand, my damage is only going to decrease. So Katarina is really weak compared to Diana. Also, another reason why Diana counters Kat is even if Katarina tries to run away with her Shunpo, Diana basically has her own Shunpo too. And actually, Diana's ult, I think, actually has a longer range than Katarina's Shunpo. So, again, that puts Katarina at a disadvantage. Also, of course, he has a freaking shield, reducing my damage output as well. So either way, Diana beats Kat, in case anyone was wondering. Top lane seems, how is other lane doing? Triss has 2 kills. I do not know when she picked up those kills, but she picked up those kills, and we're behind by 3 kills. That's terrible. Whatever. How am I doing in farm? 42, 45. I'm actually doing really well in farm. I can definitely do better. I could probably out-farm her if I need more practice with Kat. I've played a ton of games with this new Kat, but I still have problems last hitting with her new skill set and the decreased damage output early game. So if I can master last hitting with Katarina early game, that will definitely be really helpful. I won't gain any more damage, but that just means that I'll be a bigger threat mid to late game when I actually have money to buy items. By the way, Diana missing. Where did she go? Oh, there she is. She's going top. She's level 7, so if this Sona stays too long, she will die. Back off now. There we go. She's backing off. Good. And because Diana went to gank top and was unsuccessful, I was able to push the lane out. She's going to lose some from here. I don't know why I'm trying to sit here and trying to harass her. There's no way I could 1v1 her. I think I just wanted to toss the Q on her and just get out. Like, just some random harass is better than no harass at all, as long as I don't lose anything from it. Like, I have no mana costs, and by the time I throw it onto her, I think my cooldowns would have been gotten down, so I could have last hit again. Yeesh. Oh, bot lane. How did bot lane? Did bot lane lose? Yes, bot lane lost. Oof, that's thingy. Freaking. By the way, if you're going jungle and Moo, what the heck? He's maxing Tantrum first? I max Q first because of the cool. Yeah, actually, I'm not sure anymore. I have to look at the new Amumu. I thought that Q cooldown is reduced by whenever you max it. When you max it first, the cooldown is reduced. That's what I think it is, but it's possible they might have changed it. I don't really read patch notes anymore because it's too lengthy for me. Too much stuff to read, and I'm lazy and I hate reading. Ooh, is this gonna be a... Oh no, they're not gonna do anything. Take that. Wow, that's quite a bit of damage. Just gonna farm. I probably should have helped them out, I think. Actually, let's see where the enemy is located. Yeah, I could have helped them out. I don't know if we would have taken it, though. See, look at this. Like, they had Dragon at about more than half HP left, and Sona's already this low. If I did go and help out, Lee Sin would have definitely killed at least one of us, and he definitely could have smited Dragon from us. Like, we would not have taken it out in time. So, I don't think that was a good Dragon call. Oh, that's not good. They have 2. Oh, I thought I saw 2 red buffs. What happened here? Oh boy, that's great. Feed the Riven. Feed the Riven. Gianna is teleporting. Can he save him? Nope. Too strong. Oh, don't give him 3 kills, please. Oh boy, yeah. There's gonna be hell to pay. Bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. And yeah, you're not going anywhere. So they picked up 3 kills, bot. And I'm just gonna free farm it. That's all Cat can do. Like, I can't roam at all. I can't go top and defend. I can't go bot and help him out. Like, I do no damage. Like, I just hit level 8. Well, not just. I'm actually almost level 9. But, like, I'm not a threat as Cat. Little tip. When you're playing Katarina, the time when you become a threat, like, is when you pick up a hat. The moment you pick up a... That is pretty funny. The moment you picked up a death cap, that's when you're at your height in terms of damage, in the sense that you're at the point where Katarina got buffed. Right now, early game Katarina got nerfed, but late mid game actually Katarina got buffed in terms of team fighting power. So the moment you get your hat, that's when you are at your buff phase. That's when the new cat has been buffed. Okay, so before that you're nerfed cat. So you gotta think of it that way. So the quicker you get hat, the more of a threat you are. Just keep that in mind. Just harassing her, I'm not looking to kill her. I want to push her out of the lane so I can free farm. And also make her lose some farm as well. Top lane died. That's not good for us. We're actually behind by 2k gold. Yeesh. I'm just like, again, just farming. Farm all day, and that's all I can do. That's all you should be doing with new cat. Give him even more gold, awesome. And as you can see now, now that I'm level 10 and I have a Hextech Revolver, I can Q and W and I can take out the entire back wave, the mage minions. I can take them out. And I'm like, see, she has no mana left, so I know that she's no threat to me. So I'm just gonna harass her, and I need to back out. I think I'll be fine. Yes, I'll be fine. Yep, definitely fine. Dodge it. Yeah, that's how you do it. Alright, so we're gonna swing back around. There's no point in... Actually, how much gold do I have now? I have 1,300. Yeah, I'm probably gonna stay and pick up my needlessly large rod. I actually haven't seen this video in... Having seen this replay in a few days, so I don't really remember what I did do. I just remember some epic stuff happened. They're gonna take dragon. Okay, great. I don't think we can do anything about it. I'm backing off. It's just the Moo and me. It's... yeah. That doesn't look too good for me. Us. I'm just gonna take out these minions while I can. They're just gonna take dragon. We really can't stop them. It's 4 of them to 2 of us. There's no point in us wasting time to try to take dragon. So they get a free dragon. I'm gonna back off and finally pick up a needlessly large rod. I just want to rush my cap as quickly as possible. If you're not doing so hot in lane, you should pick up a Negatron Cloak if you're playing against a mage. Like, if Diana stayed in lane more and harassed me out more, then I would have picked up a Negatron Cloak for sure. But as you can see, I'm out farming her because that's all I've been doing. She's been roaming around the map, helping out the team, picking up kills. Actually, let's see how much gold she has to me. She has 4.7k, I have 4.1k, so she definitely has more gold from dragons and from ganking other lanes, and from turrets as well, because they took out both turrets, even though I am out farming her. Too bad. But I also have a level up on her, and that's also another really important thing. The higher level you are with Cat is just as important as getting a hat, because once you hit level 18 with Cat, you're basically the old Cat in terms of cooldowns. Like, your Shunpo is... I made a really bad mistake right here. I'll explain that later. But once you hit level 18 with Cat, your Shunpo is on a 6-second cooldown. Your Q is on a 6-second cooldown, I think. Where I can't click on myself. I am dead, so I can't check. Your W, of course, 4-second cooldown. And your ult is your normal ult. And normally in team fights late game when you're level 18, you're not going to get a full ult off. That's just standard. That's how you play Cat. You don't get a full ult off. So the 2-second nerf on the ult, that was a terrible kick, is really standard in team fights. So in the end, once you hit level 18, you're just basically the old Cat, but you get a W skill on top of that, and that's why she's so powerful late game. But early game, her cooldowns are extremely high, and she does absolutely no damage. So you want to hit level 18 and get a hat as quickly as possible when you're playing Cat. Got my needlessly large rod. Can't even defend top. They are destroying our turrets like no other. Jeez. Every lane aside from mine lost. And the only reason why I didn't lose is because Dana just kept roaming. What is this target doing? Oh, they saw him, so they wanted to kill him. But he's taking the turret because of that. Whatever. Jeez, we lose. We haven't even taken out the first tier turrets. That's terrible. And I'm just about to lose my turret. Go in. No fear. This is 4v2. Shimpo in. Shimpo. There we go. Yeah, 2 kills. How many kills do I have now? 4 kills and 1 death. That's not bad. That's good. I'm snowballing. I'm slowly snowballing. And that's what I want as cat. I want to get my hat as quickly as possible. Oof. I had to flash here. Like, yeah, I had to flash. I'm making some really terrible plays in the sense that I'm getting myself caught. What I'm trying to do, I'm not trying to kill them. I just want to harass them. I want to put them down to low HP. Just like that, you see? I want to put them down at low HP, and so that they won't be willing to fight us. Unfortunately, because of that, because I want to harass them, they retaliate back, and I take unnecessary damage, and I die. So, again, if I'm playing old cat, would that have changed at all? If I was playing old cat, I definitely would not have done any of that. I would not have been killed mid, and I definitely would not have been killed right here just now. Because, first of all, I think, okay, this is why I'm making these stupid mistakes. It's because W gives me the illusion that I'm safe. Like, I can Q in E and then W, and great, I get a 1 second movement speed boost. And as you can see here, that does nothing. That doesn't help at all. It helps at low elo when players have, that was a really good ult right there. When players have terrible reaction time. Like, when you're playing at low elo and you're playing cat and you get that 1 second movement speed boost, you can just Q in, really nice grab there. You can just Q in E, W, and then you can just run out, and they'll be like, what just happened? But at high elo, you do something like that, you're gonna get retaliated on. They will immediately blow all their skills on you, just as if they were like waiting for it to happen. And that's usually what's happened. They're waiting for you to make a mistake at high elo. At lower elo, people are focusing on farming, and they're not gonna see it coming. So again, don't make the same mistake I've been making this game. Don't try to harass. Don't try to harass with your Shimpo. That's what I meant. Don't go in with your Shimpo. Just harass with the Q. They increase the Q range, so just harass with your Q. Don't even try to go in with your W and E. You're just putting yourself in a terrible position. Let's see. How are we doing on farm? I have 140. I have the most farm in the game. Of course, like, that's what I have to. That's all you can do. Like I said, that's all you can and have to do as cat. Did I have my hat yet? How close am I from my hat? Ugh, I still got about 700 gold left. By the way, I only pick up Hextech Revolver. I don't pick up Gunblade anymore. I'm probably gonna have to say this every single time I play cat. I don't pick up Gunblade anymore because it doesn't give me as many benefits as it did before. It's actually weaker than a hat now. It used to be stronger than a hat, but now getting a hat gives you more damage, and that's what I want. That's exactly what I want. I want more damage. So, get a hat first. Don't get Gunblade. Like, great, it gives you some not sustainability. You already get that from your revolver. What just happened? It does give you some utility, but it's kind of like getting a Rallies. You're missing out on more damage that you could get from getting something else than getting a hat. Like, a hat costs 3,000. Rallies cost 3,150 gold, I think. I don't know if they change it because I never get it, but it costs that much, and for 1,500 gold less, I could get a needlessly large rod and get basically the same amount. What is going on? Alright, so I can get a needlessly large rod for half the cost of a Rallies and still deal the same amount of damage. So, think of it that way. That's just how it is right now for getting Gunblade compared to a hat. And also, Gunblade costs more than a hat. Alright. Farming. Gotta get my hat. This thing is so long. Like, honestly, all I'm getting is boots, revolver, and a hat. That's all I need. And it's already been 20 minutes into the game. And I've been farming all game, and I still haven't gotten it. And also I have 4 kills on top of that, too. So, this is the main reason why a lot of people believe that this is primarily a cat nerf. It's primarily because it takes so long to get to that point where cat finally gets her power. And again, like I said, or if you haven't heard, Katarina's 1v1 power has decreased greatly, but her 1v5 power has increased greatly. So basically, again, 1v5 you're a lot stronger, 1v1 you're weaker. And the reason why is because your ult got nerfed, and her ult was her primary source of 1v1 damage. They reduced the damage by 1/3 of its original damage output, and that's why you have problems 1v1ing. And the reason why is because... Ooh, hold up, let's see what happens here. Oh, Wow, don't get caught. Yeah, we're just tossing stuff from afar, harassing them down. We probably want to start a dragon fight there. Come on. She's separated from the pack. We can make this into a really quick 4v5. Nope, we're going to not contest dragon and gonna push to the turret. I'm hiding back here. Again, even though Cat got changed, the playstyle's still the same. You want to stay back as far as possible. And we got caught under the turret, so we do not want to fight that. And we're... Oh my god, wow. That crit... She crit him for almost half of his HP. That's terrible. So we're just backing out now. You don't want to fight this. We have... Our AD carry is low, and our Janna is also low, and she's also low on HP as well. Nice knockup. Ooh, Azing goes in. And I missed my W, but either way, I just ult in. And this is where you notice that Katarina destroys people. See, I got my hat, and I completely destroyed their entire team. I'm actually gonna go back and show you guys that again once I kill this Tristana by popping a ward down, chipping it to it, and queuing her. Now, let's go back to that. So I just aced all of them, and basically help my team bring us all back in terms of kills. Now let's go back and watch that again. Alright, so we're backing out here. I'm probably going to slow this down for you guys. We're going to wait for the Janna knock up. So he knocks him up. We see that they're at half HP. Mumu goes in. There we go. Half speed. I miss my W because I'm dumb and I don't know how to play Cat. I go in and I still am in ult range. I get knocked back and exhausted, which is actually really good for me. I wait for the exhaust to go off and I go in. And at the moment I kill her, like, my damage is just ridiculous. EQ, EQ, look at that. I don't even need my W. Like, I deal so much damage that I will kill them without my W, which is my primary source of damage now. And let's go back to normal speed. I flash in W, but she jumps away. I had my ult up, actually, so I wanted to flash in W and ult, but she backed out. Luckily, I had a ward with me, and my Shunpo just barely came up. There we go. See, 12 second Shunpo is terrible. And I'm still adjusting to the W spell. If you notice, throughout this game, I always cast W randomly. I prematurely cast it, and miss out on some damage. I did do that a few times during that fight, but it actually didn't make a difference. We still won that fight. It wouldn't have made any difference, honestly, from that fight. But still, I still could have performed better. So as you can see, I'm still having trouble adjusting to the new Cat. But like I said, I got my hat, and now I am a complete monster in terms of team fight. Why did this guy call me TnC shit? 10 shit. That's not nice. I hate you. I will put you on my ignore list. Actually, yeah, I don't think I ever see him anymore. I've never seen this guy before. Who is this guy? Who are you? And also, yeah, we have a Zingy, Mumu. So Mumu and Cat. If my Mumu can just nail all of them in an ult, I can just go in, and my AoE damage will just be ridiculous. Like I said, her W skills are now her main source of damage because it's spammable and it's an AoE. So if like you cast a W 3 times in a fight and hit everyone, that's gonna be hitting a lot. Like, look at this, look at it right here. Sorry. Somebody pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. There we go. Okay, let's go back. So W, look at this W. It does 200 damage, and my Q does 190 damage, and they're both at level 5. That's pathetic. My W does more damage than the initial hit of Q, and it's a reliable AoE. It does the same damage to every single target. Q on the other hand doesn't. So if I can cast W 3 times, and it's a spammable skill in a fight, I'll be dealing more damage than my Q initially. And as you can see here, it doesn't stop me at all. It has absolutely no channel time. Q actually has a channel time. You don't see it, but there's a channel time. The Aerodactyl got caught. There's a channel time to the W. I mean, there is a channel time to the Q. You notice how there's animation? That's a channel time right there. You can't cancel it because it's not a true channel, but there's still a casting time to using Q. You don't get that with W. That's why I can run around and cast W, and it won't make a difference. Really good play by Zingy here, catching all 3 of them with an ult, and I just go in and wreck face. See that? Ridiculous. Like, I don't even need a full ult to kill all of them. I just, like, look at my damage. I have 413 AP. And that's what you need to do as Cat. Don't get any AD. You're wasting items, and you're wasting items, and you're wasting money, and you're wasting things that you could get, better things you can get with it. Like, only reason why you would ever get AD on Cat is just to help you maybe auto attack better for last hitting, if anything. Because honestly, you want to be hitting and running. You don't want to just sit there and auto attack people. Because at higher level play, no one's gonna let you sit there and auto attack them, especially if you're a mage and playing Cat as well. So hit and run, get AP. That's how you're gonna do your maximum amount of damage as Katarina. And I was gonna say something earlier, but I completely forgot because of the freaking phone call. Very sorry. I will get rid of that audio, so you guys would just hear some random stuff, and I'll just be really silent for a little bit. But whatever, we'll deal with that later. Let's see. Going in, and I'm level 16 now. My ship goes down to 10-second cooldown, and just 2 more levels, and I'll be level 18. Like, look at my levels compared to everyone else. Let's see. Who's their highest level? The highest level is this guy. He's level 14. I'm level 16. So I'm very well farmed and out leveling everyone. And that's what you have to do as Katarina. I'm at 11-2. Awesome. Carrying this team. Top lane bot loss, but able to turn it around. We were actually losing it. Honestly, I think the turnaround point of this game was when I was able to pick up that quadra kill. I don't know who took my penta, but that was a really good turnaround. After that, now we're able to take Baron, and we're able to catch up in terms of gold. We're actually ahead in gold now. Awesome. And we're just about to take a turret as well. They're not going to try to fight us. They can't. He's at half HP. I can combo him without my ult. I don't even need my ult. I think I can kill him. Actually, he has some MR though. I'm not sure. He's at full HP. We're going to go in on him. They're going to flash ult me. Wow, they really hate me. I used my hourglass. Ow. Ow. I made a mistake here. I should have... Did I have a ward? I don't know if I had a ward, but I needed to jump onto Taric. My spell vamp would have saved me, actually, from the ignite. And Taric wouldn't have been able to kill me. It's Taric. Like, what are you going to do? Auto attack me when I'm, like, just jumping onto you when you're not expecting me to jump on you? He's like, I'm taking a little bit more damage than I thought I would, but I don't care. He missed his Q. You missed your Q, Zingy. Wow, that hurt. That looked like that hurt. Oh, man. Alright. I gave him 600 gold just for that. But just because of that turnaround point, my teammates, even though they were behind early game, now we're at mid-late game-ish, and so everyone's back. And even they were able to catch up in terms of farm, and also we took a ton of turrets and Baron, and I think we took Dragon, and we haven't taken Dragon yet. But either way, we've caught up a lot in terms of gold. We actually ahead by 7k. If you look at it before, I think we were behind by like 3 or 4k. Now we caught up by 11k gold, and that is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. And I also just gave them a 600 gold killing spree. Are we gonna take Dragon? Come on. You know you want Dragon. Take it. Take it. By the way, I need to close off the vision on this thing. There we go. Now we don't have the advantage of foresight. But yeah, you see that clear? I just hit Q and I hit W and I clear the entire wave. Like, this is late game Cat. This is what you want to get. This is the buff, new, awesome buffed Cat. But it takes way too long to get there. As you can see, it took me 20 minutes to get my hat and my revolver and my boots. It took me 20 minutes. 20 minutes to get to that new Cat, new powerful buffed Cat, and that's terrible. 20 minutes is surrender time. If I don't farm all game, 20 minutes, that's a surrender vote right there. And that's probably how most people, oh yeah, I remember, this is what I wanted to talk about. This is what I wanted to talk about. This is why most people think that the new Cat changes were a nerf. It's because for those first 20 minutes that it took for me to get a hat, I am ridiculously weak. Pathetically weak. Terribly weak. I'm saying the same things over and over. But anyways, so other players who don't know that Cat is such a powerhouse late game, they're not going to get to it. They're going to be like, alright, 20 minutes, let's surrender. I can't do anything. I can't carry anymore. Like, they're not even going to try. They probably, like, I had to farm my butt off this game. Any other game against probably better players, I would have a lot more difficult time. Like, if I got counterpicked by, like, LeBlanc or Kassadin or other champions that completely shut out Katarina, Diana can't shut me down. Like, she's an auto attack champion, and she couldn't harass me, and her mana costs are extremely high, so she can't harass me with her skills. She couldn't shut me down. She let me free farm all game, and it still took me 20 minutes to get to that point that I wanted to get to. And that's including me picking up 4 kills, okay? So, Pick this up. W. There we go. Get the GA. But anyways, it just took me a really long time to get to that new cat powerhouse point, and it's just, it takes too long in my opinion, and also it's too powerful. Also, that's one thing I personally believe. Like, I'm too strong in my opinion compared to other champions. Katarina late game is too strong in my opinion. They need to nerf that, and they need to buff her early game. That's what they need to do. I've been talking to some people, and I will change it eventually. I know they know, because I've told them, because they've asked me what Katarina's issues are, and her issues are that it takes her too long to get to this point, and then also at this point she's too strong. So they need to fix that. They need to fix that, and they need to fix her early game, because it's terrible. Because that early game is 20 minutes. It takes them 20 minutes to get to that. You see that? I just completely destroy her. What kind of items does she have? Riven has a lot of MR actually, so I still completely burst her down. Anyways, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you guys want to see more, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I think I'll see you guys later. Bye.